gentlemen, this is Jabu Fakude. Welcome to Pit to Palace, our podcast. So we're sitting in one more time. We've got another great gentleman by the name of Joey Hennessy. You will hear a lot about him. He will tell us exactly what he's all about. And yeah, before we go on, I just want to mention that this podcast is brought to you by Ngosi Properties and Investments. That's assisting us with this great place to be here. And you've got jeffmoney.com as well, that's also assisting us. And you've got Heaven's Dream Guest House that's also putting in their efforts for us to sit in like this. So yes, before we go on again, do not forget to subscribe to this show. Click on the subscriber button. Remember, this show, we bring it for you, we bring it to you for free. So that it's important that you must always share with other people so that the guests that we give it to you on this show, they will be well known and they will go and get what they deserve in terms of their work levels and stuff like that. So we appreciate that you watch our podcast and you share it with your friends and your family. I just want to say welcome, Joey. How you doing, my guy?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Man. Thank you very much for joining us. Just before we go on with the business of the day, just tell people who Joey is, where's Joey coming from, where were you born? Just give us a little background of your upbringing.
Okay, I am an original Kasi boy.
Okay.
From Aurora.
Okay.
Originally.
Born here in Joburg.
Born and bred Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Attended schools, high school, went to university. Got a degree.
Yeah.
But that was not the field I wanted to be in.
Oh, really?
Accounting was not.
You've got a degree in accounting?
Yes.
Wow, okay, so we know who to speak to should we have money problems.
No. So,
yeah.
I grew up in a tough neighborhood, like everyone knows.
Of course,
It's a tough neighborhood, gangsters.
This is back in the 80s now, yeah?
Back in the 80s and
the 90s as well, yeah.
Even the 2000s, 2000s became even worse. With the shootings.
Yeah.
So it was tough growing up there. I've lost a lot of friends, family members to violence, but we just have to persevere and look to the future. Don't let circumstances hold us back. Like I always say, it's not where you come from, it's where you're going.
That matters.
You understand?
Yes,
so
sir.
That's my philosophy.
Wow, man. And wow, you just went ahead. You just went ahead. So now you mentioned El Dorado as your Kasi, where you grew up, and you obviously you grew up around tough boys, tough people, all different types.
Of course.
Those were into gangs and drugs and all of that stuff. But how did it feel? What persevered you? What drove you to want to be a different person and make your life much better?
I think my parents had a big role to play in it. They had bigger plans for their kids.
Okay.
And I'm not shy to say this. I had an uncle. In fact, he's still alive.
Okay.
I grew up for a while living with my grandma, and he was heavy into drugs. And I saw what the effects of drugs was at a young age. So I've always, and I think mentally I made that note to myself that I would never use drugs.
Because of the close example that was in the house?
In the house.
Oh, okay.
You understand? So I always thank him.
To lay the template for you?
Yes.
Okay.
And I've never touched drugs in my life.
That's good.
So
but you saw them on the street every day?
I still see them.
I
still see it. And it's sad, the young people, going out robbing, stealing, breaking into houses, just for that drugs. And it's a sad thing, the communities are trying their best, but they still do need help, from I think I wouldn't say from the police, but I would say from a national
point of view.
But yeah, like you saw a couple of weeks ago with
the shooting of the young man.
How the community
they erupted.
So, but it could have been worse, but I think
now that you mentioned that, why don't we have the same effect when it comes to drugs in the hood? Why don't we have community getting together and then just wiping and sweeping them off?
I think it's more, people are more afraid of the drug lords than they are of the police.
Okay.
And also remember,
they set an example.
Yes, and most of the police, I'm sorry to say, is in the pockets of the drug lords.
Of course.
So,
when
the minute you take matters into your own arms, your own hands as a community, there's a lot of repercussions.
You'll never get backed by the cops.
No. Okay. So I think that's the thing that's holding back communities as a whole.
So, but then you grew up, you made a quality decision about drugs. Did you ever join a gang?
No, I was friends with gangsters.
We were friends.
I was friends because we grew up together. You cannot turn your back on people because now they are gangsters. No. So, and I'm not going to say I was the sweetest, most innocent person.
You need to be tough, man.
Yeah, you have to be. Growing up there, you had to. You had to be able to.
To hold your own.
Hold your own. So, like I said, I still see a lot of them. Unfortunately, we've lost a few of them, quite a lot of them, through violence and drugs. And some of them has changed their lives. Some of them are still continuing the lifestyle of the gangster, which will never end. But
they're in and out of prison all the time.
All the time. And it's actually, it's scary to me that you could think that prison would be better than home.
That's how it's that's how they feel most of it.
There's a word that they use for it. Institutionalized.
Okay, they're learning. It's university.
Yes, institutionalized, where you come out of prison, you see you've got your freedom to go wherever, but you want to go back into prison where you've got a timetable for everything. So I don't understand that. But anyway, choices people make is their choices, especially when they're adults. We do try and speak to the youth a lot to discourage them from using drugs and joining gangs, but some we do succeed and others we just fail miserably.
But now you chilling with these boys. I'm from the township as well, so what you're talking about, I can relate to it. You chilling with these boys, they carry all types of weapons and stuff like that. Some drive nice cars, they drink expensive liquor and all of that. And but you chose school. You said you've got a degree in accountant. How was that for you? Because now, for me, in the hood, when you go to university or you go to school full time, you look like a sissy. What kind of boy this is?
Okay, what you're saying. But growing up, I was never considered a sissy.
Okay.
If I can put it that way. I must just say that I was the youngest matriculant to matriculate from my high school as well.
Oh, okay. That was great.
I don't know if anyone else has beaten that record. I was 16 years old when I graduated high school. So, started school very early.
Oh, you started early?
Yes.
Or were you once taken from
I was at the preschool. And they just decided, no,
it's too smart.
It's too smart for that. He's too smart for himself. So I had to go. And then I had to start at the school very far, in Protea. From Elmwood, I had to. But luckily, the principal from the school lived in Eldorado Park, so I could
travel with him.
So that was.
Too smart for your shoes.
I guess.
So, but now you are in acting. Tell us about how did you get to acting? What made you to park the degree and go into acting?
Like I said,
or was the paper for Mama? Say, Mama, I did it.
There we go.
Did she choose the career for you?
She always wanted me to go into accounts.
Oh, okay.
Because she worked in the bank.
Oh, okay. Okay,
And
so she got interest of the numbers and stuff.
yes. So I did it. I got a job, worked, I was comfortable.
Oh,
But-
did you?
Yes, but
How long?
I just probably 8-9 years.
Oh, so you pushed.
Yeah, but then I just one day I just had enough, but I still continued working because I needed a backup plan.
Okay.
And so the one day I was walking in the mall and this lady came up to me and she gave me a
Which mall this is now?
Cresta.
Oh, okay.
So
In the south.
in the north.
In the north.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she gave me a business card and she said, please phone me. And I looked at it and I just put it in my drawer when I got home. And I think
You were at the bank. You were working for this financial institution
Yes.
at the time.
Yes.
Okay.
So the card was laying in my drawer for a good couple of months, maybe 8 or 9 months. It was laying there. And one day, you know, when you're doing street
Cleaning.
cleaning,
Yeah.
and then I came across this card. I thought, okay, just give her a call. I gave her a call. So they were a modeling agency as well as an acting agency as well,
Okay.
where they were giving classes.
Okay.
So I went through.
Oh, so she invited you?
Yeah, she invited me on the phone.
Okay.
She remembered me.
Oh,
Funny
really?
enough, I said the guy who gave the car to Krista a couple of months ago. She said, and she
What you were wearing at the
I was
time?
like very shocked. So anyway, I got there and there was quite a few well-known personalities, TV personalities that were
Were
coaching. Yes, that was acting coaches. So I looked at it. I was a bit shy, and eventually I just
You
got into
listen
the
up.
groove.
Yeah.
And you know, things happened, and then there was a scout from Giorgio Armani that was there as well, and they liked the look of me.
So hold on, you're going too fast. You're going too fast. So now this is all in day one.
No.
Or you signed up.
I signed up.
Now you took the classes.
Day one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I started. Because
Yeah.
they said to me like you had to pay for the classes, but they wanted me, so they said no, you're not even gonna pay for it. We want you for TV.
So you qualified the profile from
I
the
don't
web
know.
go.
I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's what happened. So, and then the one day we were doing.
But you're still working at the time,
I'm
right?
still working at it.
Okay.
So there was a guy from Giorgio Armani. There was in fact a group of him, but I didn't take note of him. And we were because, like I said, it was a modeling and a
Scouting around, yes.
and we were doing some catwalks there.
Okay.
And the guys from Giorgio Armani liked me, so I signed up with an agency. They contacted my agent, and I got signed up for Giorgio Armani. So I
Okay.
started traveling.
You model their clothes now.
Their clothing. Yeah.
For how long?
About 5-6 years.
So you did a lot of Europe trips.
Europe trips,
Okay.
America trips with Armani, which was nice. You know, the experience. Kasi boy, never thought he'd travel,
Of course.
and now suddenly
You're overseas now.
you're traveling. You know, your passport is getting stamped
Oh.
left, right, and center. So that was.
Was the money good though? Or but it was not even about the
It
money.
wasn't even about the money, but the money was. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
You know, it's an
It was
international
a
brand.
lifetime experience for
Yes.
you. Yes.
And I met quite a few interesting people in that journey.
Of course.
Yeah, and so I started with the acting. And
So this is before acting now.
before acting,
All right.
and then I got cast. Which one was it? Scandal. As Tony, the inmate, along with.
Scandal is old. What year was this?
Yeah, it was a while back.
A while back. Yeah.
It was a while back. So I started there, and then obviously knew some people in the industry there. I started doing a couple of independent films with independent directors and producers.
So you stayed with Scandal for how long?
2 years. 2 years. And
Wow.
yeah, I did a couple of other films, short films, feature films as well.
So what's going on with the modeling at the time?
Still modeling,
Okay.
but my modeling took preference over everything because of
The contract
Contract.
with the money, yes.
the contract
All right.
was, I had to fulfill my contract. But the nice part is they won't just come to you today and say to you, you're leaving on Friday.
They'll give you a nice schedule so you know
exactly of time, yes, so you can plan.
Yes, sir.
And I met some interesting people in the entertainment industry and exchanged numbers.
So your first gig in acting, first gig in modeling, Amani. You said how many years contract was that? 5 years. So that's a beautiful deal already.
Yes.
I mean, that's your first gig.
Yes.
It's a jackpot.
Exactly.
Would you say that, right?
That was.
So as first gig in acting, Scandal, that's another jackpot.
Yep. It was fun.
Yeah, no, you had a good time. The first 7 years, the first 5 years of your TV career was quite interesting.
Yes, and obviously started doing more television adverts and stuff like that.
Yeah. What's the most common or popular ad would you say you've done?
The most popular one, where I know it was like very, very popular, was Desperate. Just after 2010 World Cup.
Okay.
Sipiwe Shabalala. Remember Sipiwe Shabalala was?
Oh, yeah, he was the biggest thing.
Support.
Yeah.
He was the lead, I was in support. So yeah, that was quite a big ad.
Oh, no.
Everyone wanted a piece of Sipiwe.
It must have been.
Yeah. So that was, and then obviously a couple
made
of
him just go one goal and the biggest thing ever.
The biggest thing ever. Yeah. But we shot that day, we shot on a freezing winter's day in Orlando Stadium.
Wow.
So it wasn't so much fun.
It wasn't so
much fun.
Go on.
But yeah, so did a couple of other ads for big corporations like FNB, all those things.
Yeah.
Did corporate video for DVDs as well for like the mines and stuff like that.
Okay.
I must actually send you that very funny character I played there.
Yeah.
Because it's all about that was all about wealth, health.
Oh yes.
So teachers.
Yes.
So I quite enjoyed that character.
Okay.
And they're still using it up to today. And I think we did that.
Which mine is this?
When I get to the name, I will.
Okay.
But up to today, they are still using that same video.
Wow.
Because they say that
was the best.
So when they do their inductions, that's the video that everyone gets to.
So would you say that acting to you is it a calling, or it's well, obviously the way it came in a very funny way. It was a door that just opened. Yes, and you took a shot, even though your shot was 8 months later, but you took a shot, So would you say today you look back and say this is exactly where I was supposed to be, or you just fell over it? What happened?
I think I fell into it.
You fell into it.
I fell into it. Never thought that I'd see myself on TV. To be honest, like in an acting.
So you never grew up with the TV in mind?
No. You had your favorite characters growing up in TV. I want to be Magnum. But you don't think they would.
It could come to me.
Yes. So I wouldn't say it was my calling. I found it as my calling. Like I felt it. But I love every moment of it because I always say acting is not a job.
Okay.
If you can't have fun on a film set, then there's something seriously wrong with you.
Okay. Because so what must happen there? You must forget about the camera and just focus on what you're doing.
Focus on what
just
you're
have
doing.
fun.
Just have fun.
Just like we're doing right now.
You know what I'm saying? Have fun. So yes, it's an enjoyable thing. Okay, there's things that you don't enjoy, things that you do, like your early call times. You don't enjoy that. 4 o'clock in the morning, you don't like that. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you have to do.
And then I met a producer one day, and he spoke to me about this big project that he has, his vision. And we kept in touch. And the one day he said, let's try and do a pilot, just to see how it will go.
Yeah.
So funny thing is, so we didn't get, like he was just starting out as well. So we didn't get the necessary permits.
Okay.
And cops came.
They shut you
down. Right?
Wow.
So we had to go to the metro head office in town, and we had to go and plead and
Wow.
and explain to us. So like, okay, fine, listen, you know,
We didn't know
the
all the
permit.
exactly. Yeah.
So it was a learning curve, but we kept in touch, and then the one day he called me, said to me, he's ready.
Was this a movie or
movie?
Okay.
Very big budget. We shot that movie almost a year and 2-3 months. That's how long it took. I'm the lead in the movie. It will come out on cinema soon. Because
Oh, really?
It was supposed to be released and then COVID hit.
Oh, then they pulled it. They hold it back.
We're holding it.
Yeah.
And that is with I played the lead, and my support cast is some of the most
Well-known people.
in South Africa. You know, guys like Patrick Shai,
Yeah.
Jeffrey Sekele,
Yeah.
Sukisa Matola,
Wow.
Generations.
Wow.
Brilliant film, gritty. It's called Hell City.
Hell City.
Yeah. Deals
When do you
with-
think it's coming out?
Well,
Early next year?
we're hoping for maybe December release.
Okay.
You know, just depends on how the cinemas.
The same.
If we get full capacity on the cinemas, because it's no use
Oh, you mean right now?
right now.
Yeah,
with
of
COVID,
course.
so
Yeah.
that's the thing.
You can't take your project out and then you have a cinema taking in 50% of the
50%.
people.
You understand? So,
You're losing money right there.
but it's a project that it took a lot of our time, energy, but we've seen some of the clips and it is absolutely
Yeah.
amazing.
I think I saw a clip on that.
You saw it.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah, they
amazing.
can also get it on YouTube if you go Hell City
Yeah,
movie trailer.
exactly. Yeah.
Go Hell City
I
movie
saw
trailer. You'll get it there.
Wow, man. And you mentioned that when did you decide then that this acting for me it's the future and this working business and this accountants and the degree I'm putting that on ice and I'm going with this.
Okay, I think it was about
When did you take that leap of faith?
a year after I joined Scandal, because remember I wasn't featured every single day.
Okay. All right.
But then they started featuring me more.
More and more.
And then I thought to myself, you know what? Take a leap of faith.
Okay.
And that's what I did. So
And you felt it in you.
Yes,
Well, how
I
did
did.
you feel like?
something, you can't explain it, but you just know that
You know that you know that you
This
know.
is-
Yeah.
what I've got to do.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if it doesn't work for me,
Let it be. But
I've given it my best.
I'm comfortable with the
Yes,
decision.
and also with me knowing that I still got my accounting degree to fall back on.
Yeah.
You understand? But not saying, not to
Should,
say,
yeah.
I'm not going to give my all to the acting.
Yes,
so
sir.
I gave it my all. You understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm still giving it my all. And unfortunately for us now, the past 6 months in the media, we could not really work. But now work's starting to come back.
Things is opening up.
Things are opening up for us. So there's a new project starting in the next week or two, which should be quite exciting. I don't have too much details to share with you.
Of course. Yeah, it's still on ice.
Still on,
Yeah.
not on ice. The ice is melted.
Okay. So tell me, would you say the South African film industry is it coming alright? Is it getting the recognition that it's supposed to?
There is certain things that's coming right, and for all aspiring actors and actresses, this is a very cliquey business.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
cliques. So sometimes you'll see that the same face appears in a different show every 3 to 4 months.
Yeah.
And so
Like this person is getting all the jobs,
all the jobs
and some people are just not
are
getting.
not getting the
anything.
jobs.
Why is that?
I'm still trying to figure that one out. Is it
Okay.
a trust issue that you won't give a newcomer trust? You know, you won't give him that shot. I mean, if like I always say, we are about 15 years behind the US in terms of, if you look at the world's biggest shows,
Yeah.
shows like Shameless or what's the Big Bang Theory, they used only Sheldon was a known actor.
Yeah.
The rest of the cast,
They change their cast all the time.
yes. But what I'm saying is that one person who everyone knew. The rest of that cast came in as unknowns.
Yeah.
And like Shameless, I mean, you had one main actor and everyone around him, but now all those guys are household names.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's what the US does.
Yeah.
Their ratio of well-known is 1 to 5.
Oh.
So give the new one, give the newbies, I would call them newbies.
Yeah.
Give them a chance as well. But you
Let them make their name.
Yes, try. Let's see, maybe the formula will work for us. But for me, I stopped. I don't even watch TV because I cannot be watching someone on Isidingo, then he's on Skim Sound.
He's on the other side.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
So for me, I hardly watch TV.
So somebody will say that's because probably the company is advertising that brand very well. Wouldn't you say that? That maybe because he's been well advertised, there's budget behind him, or maybe he's even spending his own money to push his brand.
No, it could be.
Yeah.
But I still feel that, newcomers should also be given a chance.
Yeah.
Give them a chance and see. If it doesn't work, then give them a short-term contract. Give them a 6-month contract. If it doesn't work, maybe you can still change the character. And you can bring in your well-known face to replace them. But I just feel that give the others a chance.
Let's talk money.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's start with the film budget. When you say big budget in a South African context, what are you talking about?
If it's there's 2 types of budgets, right? Budgets that you get. You get the Ferguson's budget,
okay,
and then you get your independence budget.
Alright.
So
what's the Ferguson's budget?
Well, the Fergusons, they just gotta say to the powers that be, we need 20 million to do a series. It will be done. And you as an independent will battle to get 5 million. Even from the Department of Trade and Industry. But for an independent, 5 million rand, they call that a big budget.
It's a big budget, yeah.
You understand? Because remember, they don't always hire out the most lavish places. So they'll go to an actor and say, oh, you've got a nice place, can we use your place? And we'll pay you 1,000 rand. Whereas the Fergusons can go and spend 50,000 rand a day.
Book a whole resort.
Or book a house in Davenport for 50,000 rand a day. Wow. To shoot. So an independent can't do that unless he's got serious backing behind him. So, but with Health City we had very good budget.
Good budget.
Don't know what exact amounts, but because
it was a healthy budget.
It was healthy.
Okay. And wow, man. Wow. That's incredible. So now you mentioned 15 years behind the US. That's a lot. How do we close the gap?
Like I explained to you, give the new faces a chance. That's what the US has done.
Okay. So
they just put their faith in new talent.
Okay. So now
I'm not saying out with the old.
Yeah.
Keep them.
Yeah.
But reduce their numbers and put them into different shows, but reduce their numbers.
So do you think we need more TV shows or more TV channels?
We've got a lot of TV channels.
Do we?
Do
we have enough content to run those?
That's where the problem comes in. The content. We need more content. Because I don't know if you've noticed, it's like a circle. We keep coming back to the same thing.
Yeah.
You start there, change, but then you come back to
the same
thing. It's a
thing.
full circle. So,
yeah.
And also, for South Africans, which surprises me, is we can watch American movies, films, where there's a lot of action and violence and whatever, or even nakedness.
Yeah, nudity.
But the minute there's nudity on the South African, it's taboo. Why? Why would we support the Americans and fill the cinemas
with their nudity?
But a South African, half nudity and
the movie must be bad.
Why are we? That's what I'm saying. We are so behind.
Stereotypes. Or maybe we're comfortable when it happens to them overseas, but
But
them doing it, and then we'll pay to watch it.
But how do we grow? But then how do we grow our own industry?
You can ask that again.
You understand? It's good for us to watch. Why can we not make it ourselves?
Do you think South African viewers are they receptive of South African movies?
They are quite receptive.
Uh-huh.
But like when you speak to people, they will always say, "Why do you all stop short of doing that?"
Oh.
You see me? That's the problem. We stop short.
Oh, okay. All right. I hear you. You don't go all the way.
We don't.
You don't go. Could be budget.
No. It's not about the budget. We just,
Why?
like I said, it's like you said, it's a stereotype thing.
Yeah.
We sometimes even the director will be like, "What will my mom think?"
Oh, okay.
You understand?
All right. Yeah.
How will that?
So you forget to take the character and you always put your name behind the character, your
Yes.
own personal face behind the character,
yes.
and say, what are my people going to say about me?
It's only a
But
thing.
you are not that person.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I hear
You understand?
you.
So-
I hear you.
Oh, if I do this, like when I was on.
But in your script, is it required that you go all the way and you find people are holding back? Or
Yes, sometimes it is.
Okay.
And then people are like, oh, especially like if it's, I won't say the nude scene, an intimate kissing scene.
Yeah.
Then your
Or she even show halfway. Or
no,
something.
not even that. But your female actress will be like, my boyfriend won't like that. Then why are you in this industry? Because it's a character. You're gonna kiss me in front of 30 people, and we're gonna walk away and we do the next scene. So sometimes you see South Africans when they do a scene like that, you can see how
uncomfortable.
how staged it is. Yeah, it's very uncomfortable for them because I don't think.
Maybe you need to say cut and let them take it again. Cut, take it again. Over and over. Let them kiss that person 30 times until they relax, because they need to relax and have fun.
Because I remember Roderick Jafter used to be Glenn Majosi on Generation. The Generation started. I forget the lady that started it, and she was supposed to play his girlfriend, and it was her first day on set. And it's a funny story because
This lady was the first day.
First day, and Roderick said, "Now you know in the scene. I'm gonna see you. You haven't been, in the country for a while. I'm gonna give you passionate kisses. Come, let's practice now." And he started kissing again. And he started practicing. And we were like, "Rod, what are you doing?" He's like,
We're practicing, rehearsing.
By the time she had to kiss him in front of everyone, she was.
And she was easy with that.
Quite comfortable with it.
Okay.
You understand?
Wow.
So, I think we actually spoke about it now the other day when we were on Rhythm City.
Yeah.
Because me and you, we've got characters on Rhythm City.
Presently,
yeah.
Okay.
I played the character Bazooka.
Okay.
So,
how long have you been there?
Rhythm City, maybe a year and a half, 2 years, I can't.
Oh, okay. You don't keep up with this.
No, you don't keep up with the thing. Because you've got other projects going. And,
of course.
Yeah, so we've got our characters there as well. So we always sit and talking about, reminiscing about
the olden days.
The olden days, and stuff that we used to do, films, like we did a couple of films together.
Yes, sir.
And where the budget wasn't too nice, and sometimes we'd be like overnighting somewhere, and we were like 5 or 6 people in one room.
Yeah.
But it's for the love of the art.
Wow.
So,
so in days like that, did you ever remember your degree and say, you know what, actually, look at me now.
No, but I'm having so much fun.
Okay.
It's so much fun.
Okay, alright. So it's about fun.
Yeah, you're not alone there. Like, there's 4 other guys here. If they can do it, why can't I?
And obviously you share stories about how you made it into this place. And,
exactly. So there's, if
you find some, they've got similar stories as yours. Yes. They pop the degrees and stuff.
Yes. There's I'd say maybe 40%.
Have you done market theatre?
No.
Okay.
I haven't done theatre. I just never felt the pull of the theatre.
Oh, is it?
I've never felt the pull of the theatre.
Oh, you started right from TV.
Right from TV, so you know what I'm saying. So
yeah.
not saying that I will never do theatre.
Have you ever been tried, maybe, or somebody called you from the theatre play side?
Yes, and I've declined.
You've declined.
Yeah, I just said no because I don't know.
What's the difference?
With theatre, okay, theatre there's no cuts.
Okay. All right. You fix yourself.
You fix yourself.
Okay.
It's like what's Chester from Yizo.
Yeah.
We shot a movie in Pretoria, Shoshanguve.
Okay.
And the director said to us, you know, you two, I'm not giving you all the script. I'll give you the scenes. And
you figure it out.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I had all the cameras set up, and we did that. All our scenes, one take.
Well, it's unscriptural, so
yeah.
Whatever you do is right.
Yeah,
isn't it?
but you know, sometimes you would.
Yeah, you have the hang, and then you must continue.
But we just flew. Everything just flew.
Wow.
And we would sometimes say to you, Mr. Director,
are we still okay?
You'd be like,
go on.
It's in the can. No. Like after the scene, he says cut. We're like, can we maybe do that again? It's like, no.
It's right.
It's in the can. I've got all my angles, because we had like 5 cameras set up.
Wow.
He says, no. You guys, you are my one take guys.
Wow.
So, yeah, that was...
How many years now you've been an actor? That long.
Yeah.
That long, yeah.
It's been...
It's been... So now, is there any young people that you are teaching on or you have an interest of them coming into the business of acting?
There is...
More especially in your neighborhood.
There is a few, like, they're always coming up to me. Like, how do we get into this? And, like, I've got a very good agent.
Okay.
So I always refer them, and even sometimes the parents would contact me.
Of course.
I've got a son or a daughter that wants to do this. Please, will you assist us? Because unfortunately, I don't have
a recruiting agent.
Yes, or space to actually teach them.
Okay.
So, but my agent is at Sasani
Is that a community hall or something?
You know, there's too much.
Admin.
Not admin, politics. So, but my agent's studio is at in the offices at Sasani Studios.
Okay.
So everything is there for
it's
them.
there, yes.
You know,
yes.
So and quite a few of them. If you watch TV now, that I've introduced.
Really?
I've made it in there.
Wow.
So yeah, I always say.
Any big name that comes from your recruitment?
Vanessa Swartz.
Okay.
She's been a Landers. A very good friend of mine that never wanted to do this.
Acting, that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's starting to do very well. Liva Lakazi. She's starting to do very, very well. She's also actually a part of L City. She's one of the cast members. And
well, you pushed her into it.
not really pushing. She kept on asking, and
eventually you let it go.
let it go. And
yeah,
she's doing very, very well. She's doing amazing things.
Yeah.
Soon, Mzanzi will know about Liva Lakazi. Yeah. We shot another movie together as well. Called It's Not Make It Stop.
You must be busy. I mean, if you keep on forgetting these movies that
I promise you,
you're doing, you must be very busy.
Yeah, but unfortunately, this past 6 months has been.
It's been, yeah. But have you ever stayed without a job in the acting? Well, before COVID, obviously.
No, you would get your break for about maybe 3 weeks.
yeah.
But then there's always
That's
something.
not even a
Yeah.
break.
So there is something that you're busy, that you've already got the new scripts for,
That you study.
that you were studying. So
Alright.
you don't really call it a break. So.
So you've never had a break in all these years where you like it's dry season, 6 months.
I think
I'm without a job.
Longest, I think it was about 4 months.
Without a job. No
Without-
script, no nothing, no phone call.
No, there were scripts, but there was nothing planned.
Okay.
Like when we actually starting. So
Okay.
that, yeah, I think it was about 4 months.
Well, the industry is good.
No, the industry is good. There is work.
There is work.
There is work. You just have to work hard.
What's the ultimate of being an actor? I mean, I know just like in soccer, people will say, I want to play for PSL. In acting, what would you
Hollywood.
say? Hollywood.
Hollywood. That is the pinnacle of
The pinnacle of everything.
everything. Is
Yeah.
Hollywood blockbuster.
Yeah. But in the South African standard, well, we've got Josie Wood now, isn't it?
Yeah, but I still say, you know, even like the biggest industry is Bollywood, right? They make it.
Yeah,
But
yes.
those people would also aspire
for the
for
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Okay.
And so,
Alright.
you know, when you hit Hollywood,
Is Bollywood bigger than?
they produce more.
Oh, they produce more.
They
Alright.
produce more.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the chickie from that series, Quantico?
Okay.
She was an Indian actress and she's gone.
She went. That's.
I mean, no one knew her. And then suddenly,
you come there, then you are a fresher. You
Yeah,
definitely
exactly.
studying right at the bottom like anybody else.
exactly. So,
So have you done any international gigs so far?
yes. Avengers: Age of Ultron. Yeah, I was in there.
Really?
Yeah, I was
Wow.
a policeman. We shot it in Johannesburg. That was the Johannesburg scenes, and we were
Okay.
shooting for
Alright.
3 weeks. And I mean, that's what you call budget. Of course. My word. That's what you call a budget. I think those guys had about $1.2 billion budget to shoot that film. Remember, they could close the center of Joseph for 2 weeks and pay everyone.
Say that again. What happens? What's the movie budget about? Because we're all talking about the budget, but I don't think people really understand what is the budget for.
Okay, budget is obviously paying of your actors, your
Of
crew,
course, the traveling, the hotels.
locations, everything. So
But now, if you blocking off a street, what does that? What's
So,
that supposed to mean? Are you
you-
paying for even the businesses that
Yes.
are without business? on
business
the
for that
day?
time. Yes.
So,
So
what?
if they
You
make
go
it-
shop to shop,
If you
asking
say
them
to-
how much?
Yes, you make 2,000 rand a day. Yes, there's 2,000 rand. Close your shop, or you can keep your shop open, but no one's allowed to go to make it.
While we are to
Yes.
make it like it's live.
Yes.
Obviously, we want
So they pay.
the doors open.
Even like when we did Strike Back as well, you know, shooting in Hillground.
So that's what the budget is for mostly.
Budget is for all of those things:
All of those
transportation,
Yeah,
food. You know, remember we eat together,
of course.
so it's makeup, all
The
those
trailer.
everything. So it's a lot of
So
money.
now when you hear people saying, "No, I've been away shooting this movie probably overseas for 8 months or a year," and they're living on this budget,
Yes.
it's the movie budget,
Yes,
and their salaries are going to come out of that.
yes.
Wow. So, but then what? How do you know if this movie is going to cut it?
Well, it's a risk you take.
It's the dice you throw.
It's it's a risk. Like in Hollywood, what they do is they sit and they have projections on the type of movie and who the lead actors will
Okay.
be.
Who do they have in the house?
Yes.
And where does they? Okay, how do you rate the actor and saying this actor Will Smith is worth 300 million for a movie? Or
Okay, there's no
how
actor
do
that
they
gets
do?
300 million.
I'm just saying. I'm throwing out a number there.
How good your agent is.
Okay.
Your agent negotiates your fee. Remember. So they come out with a fee.
Or they look at the movie budget first.
Yes.
Okay.
remember, you can't just decide you're going to pay an actor X amount and you don't have your budget yet. Of course, you got to put that money aside. Yes.
Yeah.
Like any normal business. You know, making a movie is like any normal business. And also, when you're on a movie set, you'll see that they don't like wasting time because time is money. So you'll always see people scampering up and down on the movie set, the crew, especially like art department and so yeah, every minute wasted is.
Oh, the people who are spending the money, they're the ones that will be pacing up and down.
No. They're in the background.
Oh, okay.
But the director will say this has to go. So you'll see someone running from whatever direction, removing this thing immediately. You as an actor, you're not even allowed to remove that.
Yeah.
They say, no, we've got people that gets paid to do that.
The runners.
So it's crazy sometimes, but I love it. I absolutely love it.
Okay, how long have you been away from home on the shoot?
I think the longest was 5 months. And then I came back. It was Hotel City, and then.
I mean, this is recently. Wow, this Helsinki shot when a year and a half.
No,
almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
2018 into
2019. 5 months away. And obviously your wife understands this.
The people have to understand. The family, they have to understand. You
bring the bacon home.
It's bacon, yeah. So and also another thing that I'm passionate about is training.
Yeah.
I do personal training as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's just something.
You've got people that you helping on your personal space.
Yes.
Okay.
Especially bodybuilders to prepare them for their shows, and often a couple of female clients as
well. What
shows?
The bodybuilding shows.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay. Where they go to stage.
Their shoots and stuff.
To compete on the stage. Yeah. So I do a lot of that as well.
Wow.
So I've got probably.
What's your fee?
Oh, let's not talk about a few people.
Well, if I want you to work on me, what's your fee? Or it depends on how long you work on me.
It depends. I normally do a monthly fee.
Okay.
And we set out time frame, like how many days, work out an eating plan for you.
Oh.
But most people don't follow the eating plan. And that's the problem. Especially now coming out of COVID, we
were locked and we came out with a lot of fat.
So my clients are all ready to go again. I normally charge about $2,500 a month.
Okay, that's not bad.
An hour every day, Monday to Friday, and sometimes weekends.
Is this in the mornings or?
It depends on
my schedule.
Yeah, we work out and if you can't make it in the morning, we'll always figure out a way to do it. And if you do skip a day in the week, we can follow. We can catch up with it on the weekend. I'm quite flexible as well.
That's interesting. And that should not even disturb your acting career as well.
Not at all.
Wow, that's good, man.
So, if they're looking for me, you can find me at the Gym Company.
The Gym Company?
Yes.
Any contacts?
I shall give you the contacts and you can add it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's fine. And so now, is there any email where they can get hold of you?
Yes. I'll give you private.
That's fine. As long as people who want a personal trainer, they can know where to reach you.
Okay.
So
it's Joey, Joey .HENSEN 186 at gmail.com.
It's beautiful. So 2.5 per month, then you will get them into perfect shape.
Yes.
Is that a problem?
But they got to work for it.
They have to work. Yes.
We work with it.
You're not the one that's working. You're just making sure that they're getting their bodies in shape.
Yes, with your fitness, with your meal plans and everything.
Meal plans.
Because it depends, because not everyone can have the same meal plan. And also some people has different
metabolism.
Not just the metabolism, but some people have different visions of what they want to have or what they want to look like.
Right. Okay.
Some want to be lean, some want to be big.
All right.
You know, so you got to work out an eating plan
on whatever results that they want.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just a matter of me taking out something from the internet and handing it to you. No.
Wow, man. So what would you say to a young man in Tembisa, El Dorado, Soweto, who says, hey man, I want to go into acting, I love what I see on TV, where do they start?
Well, you can contact me. I don't know if I should give my cell number.
Go ahead.
Okay. 072
Yeah.
565
Yeah.
8465.
Okay.
I'll repeat that for you.
Yes.
072 565 8465.
Yeah.
Contact me and I'll push you in the right direction.
In the right direction.
Yeah.
Okay. But
I'll
what
help
do
you
they
as much as I can. Recommend an agency for you because that's the first step. Is you need an agency.
Okay.
You cannot represent yourself. You will be cheated and you will not get roles.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So an agent is there to
fight for you.
To fight for you.
Yeah.
Even though they
Get you the job.
And remember, with the agents, most jobs and ads and stuff is sent to them first.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
So-
So if you are independent, then
You don't get to know about these
exactly.
auditions
And obviously the agency, they make sure that the public does not know about this information.
Yes,
so
they only send it out to.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Makes sense. Wow, man. And so now besides the fact that these kids can contact you and then you will direct them to the right place, what would you say, what do they need to do? Would you suggest that they go to school, they go to, some people want to go to acting school?
It's always a good thing to go into to AFDA, to go and get that experience or Google where the online coaches are or where they have classes, experienced actors, because they do run classes and it's not that expensive. But the most important thing I think is you got to believe in yourself.
Why is the agencies don't come and do talent searches in the townships instead of these kids have to look for the agent? You already know.
That's actually a good question. I'll actually pose that question to my agent.
Yeah.
Like, why don't you do? But I
Because
think
there's a lot of kids who can actually bring it for you.
I can just imagine.
Yeah. School plays, they do it, but they need the guidance, obviously. You can tell it's still raw talent, but somebody needs to guide it and bring it out.
And polish diamonds.
Exactly. Exactly.
But I'll actually bring that up with my agent and say, why don't you do that?
Yeah. And so now, why are you come from the hood, man? Why are you not starting an acting company yourself? What's the fear?
I don't think it's fear. I think it's more for me. It's the time.
The time.
I've never been one to do things half-heartedly or. I just know that if I do that, I'm not going to have the time. And I like being hands-on. If I'm not hands-on, I can't do it. That's the only reason. For me, it's time.
That's good enough. And then, do you think you'll ever retire from acting?
Listen, acting is not like a normal job.
Yeah.
You can act until you're 99. So, no.
Until you're great, they will find you a role.
They'll find you a role.
Yeah, we want them cool role.
Yes.
That's you there, yeah.
So, and also another piece of advice, especially for young aspiring actors. When you're on a set and they tell you what to wear, you wear that. It's not you, it's just a character.
Okay.
Because I find that a lot of, especially with all the extras, when you get told wear this, oh, but I don't like this. It's not about what you like.
It's not you.
It's not you. Because they also think, my friends are going to laugh at me for that outfit. No. I mean, we've done things where you look at the playback, you're like, that really me doing that?
Yeah. So you had uncomfortable roles yourself.
or a role where you've got to be very silly. And you're like, I'm not a silly person. But when you look back and you look at the playback, you're like,
did it well.
Wow. You understand? But it's not something that you would do.
Yes, sir.
Ordinarily.
Of course.
But it's just a character. So
yeah.
the minute people, especially like I said, the young actors, aspiring actors and actresses,
Yes, sir.
the minute they disassociate themselves from that role, that's where the
I think
success
it
comes
needs to be debriefed, because obviously everybody goes with the mentality that, okay, at least now I'll get to be on TV, my people are going to see me. And now they forget that it's not you that they see, it's the character that you play.
Like, with
and
my
you need to
character,
take yourself away from that.
my character on Rhythm City,
Yeah.
my niece, I'm not allowed to go to her house because her helper wants to kill me.
Ooh,
because of my character.
Yeah.
I always have to say, explain to her, it's just a character, it's not me. So when she started seeing my character, she said, I do not want Joey here, I'm going to eat him.
You lie. Now they hate the real person because of the character.
Yes. Because that's what a lot of people do. They get so engrossed in the character or in a film or a series that they actually start living the characters.
How do you come out of that character?
When you've been in a character for a while, like with Al City, I mean, for almost 2 years.
Oh, with the soapy, because the soapy runs for years and years and years.
I think you
end up being the character itself.
Yes, I mean, but when you have to come out of it, I think it takes you about a week or two when your character's done, just to
to wash it off.
Wash it off, because so that you can stop having those characteristics of that character.
The character, yeah.
Because
so you find yourself speaking like the character, acting like the character. Now you must tell yourself, stop it.
Stop it. Yes, stop it now. So that's. But you have to.
Wow. It's not an easy thing.
No, it's not. But it's enjoyable.
Have you had characters where you have to grow beard, hair, and all that, change your look?
Quite a few.
Quite a few, yeah.
Quite a few. Like
Have
now,
they ever asked you? I mean, you are such a nice built guy. You work hard. Have you ever been asked to lose weight? Maybe you need to be much more thinner or something?
No, fortunately not.
Not yet. You have never gotten none of those.
No.
Oh, you need to be bulky. Now they say, okay, we want another 10 kilograms of you.
No, I'll say to you, not gonna happen. God, you can lose the weight, but to gain it. They're not too.
But movies like that where the actor had to gain weight
or lose weight.
Yes.
I've watched.
You wouldn't have an experience.
No, I wouldn't have a problem with it. No, I wouldn't have a problem. Okay. But don't expect me to gain 10 kilograms in a month. It's not gonna happen.
So it must give you time.
You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Or lose all that weight. It takes time.
Okay. So if you were to get a role to change your gender, well, not physically, but be gay or be. So you're comfortable with that stuff?
I'm comfortable as long because you're not
it's
gay.
Not you.
It's not you.
Yeah.
It's not you. So
we just hope you'll be able to come out of that character when you're done.
Wesley Snipes played a transgender or a cross-dresser.
Of course.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's one of the toughest guys in the world.
Yeah. And he did it well.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's just a character. So obviously you got your hood friends that's gonna tease you.
Yeah.
Hey,
sissy.
Yeah. But it's just a character.
So now, how do you deal with people who come to you at the mall and because you're a TV personality?
Take it with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
Especially like I love it when the kids come.
A bit of lemon in it.
Yeah. Like when the kids come up to me, that's nice.
That's good. But now you have the old people, like you literally walking and they're looking at you and now they're scattering around by themselves. But you are looking at them like, it's him. No, mommy, it's not him. No, it's him.
Yes.
No, guys, I know.
Like I was in the Department of Home Affairs.
Yeah.
And I saw these girls looking and they were with the dad.
Yeah.
And eventually the father came up to me and he said to me,
this and that, yes.
He because my daughters, they just want photos.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
said, okay, no problem. Because I saw them discussing.
Yeah, yeah.
But I wasn't sure about what they were talking about. But
so that must have felt strange in the beginning when
in the
started,
beginning, yes. In the beginning, it's.
But now you're used to it.
You're used to it.
Actually, once they do that, you must firstly approach them and break their
so
ice.
that's difficult, like when you're sitting with people and you're having lunch or something. People that don't know, that's not in the industry.
Yeah.
They're just like, these people are rude. They're not rude, so you have to explain.
So they walk up to you and.
Yeah, you have to explain to the company that you're with that these people are not rude.
But then, how do you find out when, or how do you behave when somebody just comes and they start taking off their phone and shooting, taking a pic of you instead of nicely asking to take pictures with you? You know, that's different.
But we've all done that.
Okay.
We've all done that. You see a celebrity, you take a photo.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So I don't really.
It doesn't bug me.
No, it doesn't bug me. Don't pay too much attention to it.
Wow, man. No, we had fun. We appreciate your time, my brother.
No, thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, you've been very educational about this whole entertainment, and good luck on your coming movies. Yeah.
No, thank you very much.
Yeah. The one that you couldn't tell us about, that's still melting.
But Hell City will be.
Hell City is already done.
It's
done.
shot.
Everything is done. It's ready to be released.
Yeah, just waiting.
Yeah.
To
and
find
you're
out.
the main actor there.
I'm the lead actor.
It's gonna be at Stekeniko.
New Metro.
New Metro. South Africans. So South Africans, please go and support the brother, support the movie. I mean, these are South African products, so it's important that we must always support our very own and stop looking into other people, but go out and support these people because they need to support their families as well, just like you also do with whatever that you're doing. So it's important. Hell City coming out. Look for it. Could be early next year. So my brother Joey Hennessy is on that. He's the leading actor. You said, right?
Alongside
Patrick Shai and the rest of the crew. And so we want you to go. I would definitely go and support it.
No, you won't be disappointed.
I won't be, yeah?
No, you won't.
I'm looking forward.
No, I promise.
I saw the trailer, so yeah, most definitely. You okay? You okay?
I'm good.
You okay?
I'm
All right.
good.
So you're getting short this. So
Oh, you saw that? Oh, you saw that?
You're okay? The names are fine. So yes, thank you very much for watching this Picture Palace, and catch us next time. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe, and we thank you. Peace.